Whoa, whoa, whoa! Merry Christmas, everybody! Today I want to talk to you guys about sort of a very rare, but very important, very dope, very cool Christmas record by none other than the great hip-hop band Stetsasonic. It's called Stet and Santa from 1987. If you can't say it all, just say Sant. Stetsasonic, of course, are a great, beloved hip-hop crew from the 80s and 90s. If you're thinking, wow, how did I not know Stetsasonic had a Christmas album out? It's because, well, it's not an album, it's one song. And they never really release it. It's a promo-only release that came out on a very obscure Tommy Boy promotional tape, which was not for Stetsasonic specifically, just a generic Tommy Boy promo tape called Holiday Ear Conditioning. With a title like that, you inclined to just skip right over, even if you did see it in a used record bin or something. But boom, pull that out. Got some kind of cool notes here. It's a promo only tape for the holidays. It features a bunch of acts on Tommy Boy Records at the time. Again, 1987. Stetsasonic is really kind of pretty much the only hip-hop song and artist on here. You will notice if you read the notes, the jazz is credited right there on the front cover. And you look, they got nice little bios, and photos of each of the group, and they tell you who's got an upcoming album. So for Stetsasonic, they're oh, their debut album was On Fire, and their latest single is Africa, and look out for their next album in 1988. And the jazz is in here too, but he doesn't have a Christmas song or any song on here. There are several on this tape. In fact, most of this tape is made up of mega mixes, which if you know Tommy Boy, that was kind of their thing. There's lots of albums and lots of mega mixes they would put out, which, not necessarily fantastic mega mixes. It's more just kind of blends of a bunch of their songs kind of mixed together, little, snippets and pushed together. And so the jazz is featured on one of those, and not even one of his good songs. It's his love song from his first album. So technically he's on here, but that's pretty disappointing. And then there are a couple of original Christmas songs on here by Tommy Boy artists, but not hip-hop rap ones. The closest are the Force MDs, but this is, past their Force MCs days, where they went all straight out R&B. And also, even if you are a huge Force MDs fan, it's a little bit disappointing if you saw this, because it's just kind of an acapella of a Christmas carol. So, it's not a fully produced song. So if you're oh, super excited for a Force MD song you've never heard before, okay, if you're their number one fan, you want this, but it's not I wouldn't go out and spend hundreds of dollars to find this obscure, very rare promo-only tape from 1987 for it. And there's a Club Nouveau is on here, Information Society, but the Information Society, again, that's not my kind of music. But even if it were, it's kind of a half-hearted Information Society instrumental with some Christmas music themes kind of embedded into it. It's fun, it's okay, but it's nothing to go out of your way for. It's something that's easily left on an old promo tape where hey, if you got this somehow, if you're working at a magazine or something, you got sent this tape, you're oh cool, an exclusive Information Society song, I'll play it on Christmas, and then forget about it and put it away in a drawer. So it's sort of like a full album, but it's really not that many songs. Again, it's more mega mixes with 4 or 5 Christmas songs mixed in, and some of them are kind of half-hearted, like I said. But Stetsasonic came through with a fully produced song, all original lyrics, new dope instrumental, presumably produced by Prince Paul, although they don't really get specific in the credits here. And you're going to recognize the music pretty instantly. It's basically the bass line from Albee Square Mall, Biz Marquee, blended with 'Tis the Season to Be Jolly being kind of whistled. And surprisingly, they loop both of them all the way through the whole song. And surprisingly, it sounds pretty good together. On paper, you'd be ew, that's kind of a disaster, really. They just kind of keep playing, 'Tis the Season over. No, but it sounds dope together, and it's cool. And it's all about how Stetsasonic meets Santa Claus, and it's a fully, it goes right up there with, Christmas in Hollis, or any of the, the Profile Records Dana Dane song for Christmas, or a Sweet Tea, all the kind of the great, Audio 2's Christmas record, all the great 80s hip-hop Christmas songs. This goes right up there with them. Santa Was a B-Boy by Whistle. Stetsasonic, Stet and Santa. And it's only available on this super crazy obscure cassette from 1987. It's a promo-only tape. It was never for sale at all. And surprisingly, coincidentally, just a couple days before I was recording this video, Stetsasonic just released it digitally on their Bandcamp and stuff like that. And more entertainingly, although that's entertaining enough, because if this is incredibly hard to find. Like, this is not on Discogs. I mean, it's listed on Discogs, but there are no copies on Discogs. So you'll, like, kill yourself trying to track down a copy. So thankfully now, I'll play a clip of it, but you can hear the whole song fully and get it from Bandcamp, and you can download it for yourself. And also, Stetsasonic have recorded a brand new Christmas song, Deck the Halls. But it's not just them covering Deck the Halls, like they rap and all, and they got a girl singing on the hook, and it's pretty fun. I definitely prefer Stet and Santa, but they're both really fun. You know, I mean, it's holidays. It's a Christmas song. It's great. Listen to them both. Brand new Stetsasonic, Deck the Halls, and their classic Stet and Santa, which again, they've released now for the public, and you can get on their Bandcamp and stuff. But only really from here. Tommy Boy, 1987. So let's listen to it now.
This time, when the reindeer fly and the sleigh bell chime, people start thinking of old Saint Nick. But if they really knew the story, man, people would flip. Yo, can you remember? Can you recall? Last year, last winter, man, we had a ball. Went out to Gucci for a couple of suits, 2 shirts, 4 sweaters, and 1 pair of boots. In the store, we saw a fat man. Thought it was a guy. Cause he looked like a Santa with a big Gucci bag. I said, let's go ask. But before we could go, my man let out a big ho, ho, ho. Stetsasonic. Party hard. Your daddy, yo, stop joking. He'll know who we are. Well, if you're so sure, you go let him know.